Hi, my name's Jeremy.
And I'm Hans.
We live here in Brooklyn, New York.
And we met about 5 years ago.
Yeah, got engaged about 6 months ago and are looking forward to our wedding in the fall.
We also live with our cat Pascal, and she's orange.
Yes. And we're really excited to continue to expand our family as we are ready to adopt. I grew up outside of Virginia. I am Filipino. My parents immigrated here from the Philippines in the 70s. And a lot of my parents' brothers and sisters and extended family followed them here, which is really fun. I grew up surrounded by cousins, aunts, uncles, and really grew up in the kitchen with my grandmother who cooked for the entire family. And when I say entire family, there was like at any given time, anywhere between 4 people and 20 people. So
closer to like 40. I've been to Christmas.
So we were doing a lot of cooking growing up. I spent a lot of time with her in the kitchen and by extension also learned how to cook. Cooking is a really big part of my life. In fact, my best friend and I started a catering company a couple of years ago here in New York, doing a lot of events for clients, friends, throwing parties. It was a lot of fun. My full-time job is actually in advertising and events, so I'm really lucky to be in a creative industry and just be surrounded by a lot of talented, wonderful people in my industry. Outside of, cooking, which takes up a lot of my time, and of course my job, music is a really big part of my life. I grew up playing piano and violin, and still to this day play violin. In fact, I play with a local group here in New York, so it's really fun not only to have that another artistic outlet for my music, but also to be part of the community here and contribute in some way.
Hi. I grew up in Portland, Oregon. I moved to New York in 2001 and have lived here ever since. I have an older brother and an older sister. We moved to New York about 18 years ago. And actually, when I was a teenager, my mother was leaving for work. And she had walking to the bus station and she called me and she was like, Hans, 2 guys are going to come to the door with something for you. My bus is here. I have to go by. A couple of seconds later, the doorbell rings. So I go to the door and it's these 2 big guys and I don't know what's happening. So I open the door and I'm like, hello. And they say, hi, are you Hans? And I said, yes. And they said, your mother said that you would take this. And they hold up this carrier, and inside there's this tiny, squeaky orange cat. Sure, yes, I will take a cat. Thank you. We took her to the vet and cleaned her up, and she's lived with us ever since.
Yeah.
Her name is Pascal. She's about 10 years old now.
You want to say hi? Say hi. There she is, squeaky, still to this day. Oh, there she is. Oh, hi, Pascal. You don't want to hang out here? Do you want to say hi? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Like we said, we live here in Brooklyn. We have a 2-bedroom apartment, and right now we're in the non-bedroom room, which we've made into a bit of a dining room, bit of an office, and it's enabled us to really host a lot of parties, which is a lot of fun.
You have to be versatile with your space in New York.
Yeah, so we will either
moving the table around.
Yes, the table has been moved for this video. We sometimes host a lot of dinner parties here, but our most fun parties are kind of the big brunches and big dinners that we get to host that are more like buffets. We have about 30 to 40 people that come into our apartment. We usually throw something in the summer, and then our big bash of the year is our Christmas party.
All of our friends and family and coworkers come and sit in our apartment. We spend usually the whole week beforehand cooking and making cookies and treats and food.
Yeah, I'm making cookies for both this party and Christmas itself, usually all at once. And so I'm not kidding when I say I'm making hundreds of cookies, which is a lot of fun. Sometimes, daunting, but a lot of fun. We change the recipes every year. We have a couple of the same ones because people expect some of their favorites to resurface every year, but it's a lot of fun. It's a big deal in our house. We love to host family, friends, and bring people together. Thanks so much for spending a couple minutes with us here in our home.
We hope that you feel like you've gotten to know us a little bit.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye. Can you say bye? Yeah, Pascal says bye.